Welcome to XSN, your shopping network, live in Hollywood, California in Meltdown Comics. I am your host, Amanda Franchini, and today we are joined by Jordan Monsell.
Hello.
Of Silhouettes by Jordan. Thank you for joining us.
Absolutely, thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem. So, I have always loved going to different places such as, different fairs and different amusement parks and stuff. And I actually have silhouettes of myself as I've grown up and how it's slightly changed.
Nice.
And I've always loved these. So how did you get into doing silhouettes?
Well, it kind of runs in the family. My mom cut silhouettes, and she started doing it before I was born, and then taught me about 4 years ago. So I guess she figured you can't take it with you, so might as well pass the torch.
That's very true.
And and then I first had mine done at Disneyland.
Really?
Yeah, when I was a little
Mine
kid.
too.
So yeah, so a lot of people when they come up to me, they say, "Oh, it's either Disney World, Disneyland, one of the Disney parks, or they had it done when they were in kindergarten because I guess it was a popular thing for the teacher to project their shadow on the wall, and then the kids would trace it and cut it out using like those little safe scissors.
Oh yeah, the little Crayola scissors.
Yeah, exactly.
The ones that you can.
It can't cut like anything.
Yeah, right or left hand.
Yeah. So that's how I fell into it, and I had a really good teacher. But what's crazy is that my mom taught herself. Like she didn't apprentice with anybody. So that's pretty neat. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So I heard that you have a special going on today.
Yes.
So for any 2 silhouettes that you buy, you get a free David Bowie silhouette of
Goblin King.
Labyrinth,
Yay.
the Goblin King. How cool is that, guys? I've always loved Labyrinth, and since our dear beloved David Bowie has passed,
It's bittersweet.
this is an amazing piece right here. Do we have a close up on it? Right.
Yes.
Right here. That is just gorgeous. You can absolutely see the lines of Bowie's shirt. It's beautiful. I mean, you can see his hair. It looks exactly like him. It's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
Thank you.
What was your first silhouette is my question. I always like asking everybody's firsts.
That's a good question. You're having me think back like 4 years ago. I think I probably started with friends and family.
Yeah?
So I went to a few parties and I would bring my scissors along. And I said, "Do you mind if I cut your silhouette? It'll be like for your birthday gift."
Oh, cool.
And like the first few obviously didn't come out that great.
Yeah,
So they're like, "Oh, gee, thanks. Look at the size of my nose. Like, this is your birthday gift? Just buy me a drink." But yeah, and then I think the first show I did where people sat live for me and were actually paying me was at LOJ, Labyrinth of Jareth.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I love LOJ.
Speaking of Jareth.
Costumes. I know,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So
cool.
yeah, and now I go to a lot of the comic book conventions, Kamikaze Expo and New York Comic Con and Phoenix, and yeah, a whole bunch.
So how do you kind of do the silhouettes yourself? Do you like with this David Bowie one? He obviously wasn't sitting there whenever you did it.
Right.
But do you put them up on a screen, or you don't trace them? Do you?
No. So for a character, so for someone like David Bowie or any popular character, it's really just trying to find the best profile picture possible, going to Google image search or putting the movie in and pausing it.
That's smart.
But when people sit for their silhouette, they literally are just sitting there for 5 minutes or however long it takes. And I use silhouette paper, which is white on one side, if you can see that, and it's black on the other side.
That's cool.
And then just cut it out using these very sharp, precise scissors. And then it gets pasted on a piece of white cardstock, like that.
Oh, that's awesome.
You can see that.
Put that over here real quick. Oh, and this little girl, she has a headband.
She does. Yeah, and I try to do like little details like that. And
You can see her headband right here. There we go. You can see her little headband. It's so cute.
thanks. So anyone can go to my website and then they can contact me through Facebook or Etsy, and if they want a silhouette of themselves or their children or their grandparents, and all they need to do is just send me a really good profile photo of the subject.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you do like actual custom ones?
Yes, exactly.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
So question, do you ever do the ones that are like full families, like with dogs, cats, the mouse, and the and the pet chipmunk and squirrel?
Cats and dogs are very popular. So there's a puppy up there, and here's a cat.
Here's a little kitty. We'll put the puppy and the kitty next to each other.
Yeah, so I was at CatCon last year, and that was very popular because people came prepared with pictures of their cats on their phone.
Oh, how
Yeah.
fun! Did you get to do like Grumpy Cat or Little Bub or anything?
I did Little Bub. Little Bub was there, which was adorable because he has that tongue, so you can see the tongue in profile. But Grumpy Cat wasn't there. Yeah,
Oh, well,
yeah, she wasn't there.
It'd be a little bit difficult to get the
Grumpiness.
grumpiness of all of it.
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
cool. So, like, did you have to go to any special classes at all, or it was just all taught by your mom?
Pretty much, yeah. And then, it's just like anything. The more you do, the better you get, the faster you get. I mean, there's silhouette artists out there, a lot older than me that have been doing it for a lot longer that can, like at Disneyland, they can cut your silhouette in about 60 seconds.
Yeah.
It's super
intense.
quick. But I mean, I would rather spend, like let's say 5 or 6 minutes in getting those extra details in there and like the little flourishes of like the personality and with what they're wearing and all. So
Yeah, that is awesome. So I see that you actually do have quite a few different types over here. Let's put the skeleton couple.
Yes.
The skeleton couple,
Yeah.
a boy and a girl.
Mm-hmm.
Very cute.
Like Bone Daddy and, Ragdoll.
Ragdoll girl.
Yeah.
But that just looks amazing. I mean, it looks so similar.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? That's beautiful. I would have never thought that would have been an actual silhouette. I would have thought that it was a drawing or a print or something. These are immaculate.
Thank you. Well, the couples
away.
ones are really popular, and it's almost Valentine's Day. So here's one of two people together in the same picture, except this couple has been zombified, which is really popular at Halloween. If you wanna, it's the safest way to become infected, is how I like to say.
Safest infection you can ever have, right there.
Yeah,
A love infection.
that's right, a love infection.
That's cool. Awesome. So, how many do you think? How many silhouettes have you done in total?
Oh, jeez, thousands probably.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Have you ever done anyone like super duper famous, like Jean-Luc Picard?
I did a Patrick Stewart, yeah, that was actually purchased at Long Beach Comic Con last year by someone who knew him. So it was a gift for Jean-Luc.
Oh, how cool. So
And
he
I
has
wish,
your artwork.
I wish I had met him and presented it to him myself, but Elvira, she signed a silhouette for me.
Oh, she's so nice. Oh, I love
Yeah,
Elvira. She's so nice.
Dread Pirate Roberts from Princess Bride, you and I were at that event, so he signed the silhouette I did of him, Carrie Elwes. Most recently, Guillermo del Toro, I got to meet him and did a silhouette of him, which he signed for me. And
Wow.
because when I do a silhouette, there's always going to be two copies. One is facing left and one is facing right because the paper is folded. So what's great about those is that I get to give them one, and then I keep the other. Yeah.
How cool.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever asked for both?
Yeah.
Both sides?
Sure. Yeah. And I'll give it to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just you're like, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, darn.
Well, if it's someone I don't know, like if it's just someone's dog, like there's no reason for me
it's just
to keep both.
random puppies all over your wall. You just have one wall designated dogs, and
Right.
other just little kids.
Right.
No, he doesn't do that, guys.
Now the reverse doesn't always work because let's say the character has a scar that everyone knows is on one side of their face, or an eye patch that's only on their left side. So in the reverse, it doesn't quite work. Yeah.
Nice.
So.
Well, cool. So, do you get your frames at just certain stores, or is there a particular store that actually sells?
Oh,
frames
I go
for
everywhere
these types
to
of, silhouettes?
Aaron Brothers and Michaels, and some of them are professionally framed,
Oh, cool.
while others, others are more unique. So for the oval frames, I use the same supplier as the guy who sells them to Disneyland. So these are actually Disneyland frames.
I love Edward Scissorhands.
Thanks. So the oval frames are hard to come
Oh
by.
my gosh, guys, look at this. You can see all the scissors and his hair. What?
Yeah, I'm partial to that
That's
one
all I
because
have
there's
to say
scissors
is-
involved. So.
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
And each of those little pieces of paper are they're so thin and tiny. How do you get your scissors into, like, let's say the circles of the scissor handle there?
Got to poke.
You just have to poke it
Poke
and
through
then
and
slightly
then
cut?
Yep. So for this one, because it's so detailed, and like this one, for example, of the two knights jousting. So this, I had to work much bigger on much larger paper and then shrink it down for the print.
Oh, okay.
But most of them I do are relatively small. They're only about that size.
Yeah, that's
and
about...
they fit on 5x7 pieces of paper.
That's about, what, 2.5 inches?
About, yeah.
2.5, almost 3 inches.
Yeah.
Hang that one back over there. Well, cool. So I'm gonna kind of peek around. You have a decked out ambulance. I'm trying to think of a fun
Oh, yes.
different names. There we go.
Yeah, so I do more than just living
Old style
people
ambulance.
and yeah, vehicles are difficult for me because they're not organic. It's all straight lines and
Oh, yeah.
everything. But so that's an example of a custom piece. I've done the DeLorean and other famous vehicles, the Batmobile, and
Yeah. Well, cool. So definitely organic is a lot easier.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
I'm just so used to before I cut silhouettes, I used to draw portraits and caricatures, and again, you're working with people. So
Oh, and yeah, definitely the
yeah,
smoother lines are a lot easier to draw. I mean,
Exactly.
we all know that.
yep,
Yeah, because trying to draw a straight line is
Yes.
very hard.
yeah,
Very hard.
yeah.
But, well, cool. So he is doing a special. Jordan, his amazing silhouettes. If you get 2 silhouettes on his Etsy site, which is right here, right over here, you get a free David Bowie silhouette of the Goblin King right over here.
So there's a bunch of stuff on my Etsy page, but if there's something there that you're looking for that's not there, then just send me a message.
There we go. You get a free one of these for every 2 for every 2 silhouettes that you purchase today. What's this? Oh, cool. So is there a specific type of paper that you have to buy when you're doing?
Yes.
Like this black paper, is it specific?
It's silhouette paper.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to order it special.
Really?
Because they don't even sell it in art stores. So if you go into
cow, I
like
didn't
Dick
know that.
Blick or even a big art store like that,
Or like
they typically don't
Joann's or
care.
something?
Yeah, they don't.
Really?
Yeah.
So how much?
It's kind of a dying art form. That's what I tell people. I think there's 6 or 7 of us in Southern California. I think my mom is maybe one of 2 people in the state of Maine that do it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So it's silhouettes were very popular 200 years ago, and then with the invention of photography, it was waning.
kinda-
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's really cool. It's like a very novel kind of thing. You know,
It's a
these are-
classic style of portraiture, which is still a lot cheaper than say getting your portrait painted in oil.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oil paintings are not cheap.
No.
Guys, get a silhouette.
Thank you.
Well, cool. So, do you have to buy individual sheets of the silhouette paper, or do they come in like 200 stacks?
Both, yeah. You can get different sizes. Like if I get a big roll, it'll come in a roll. Typically, I just get a stack of say like 250, 500 sheets,
Oh, cool.
which I just fold and I'm ready to go to an event. So typically, they don't. The paper doesn't get that big. So,
Oh, okay.
if I'm doing like Hogwarts Castle or something like that, I might have to
little bit
take
bigger.
individual sheets and like cut out different parts of the castle and then put it all together like a puzzle.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So, do you use a special type of glue when you're putting these on, or you just kind
Yeah,
of?
I
they're
use
just set?
adhesive spray. Yeah,
Oh.
some artists use rubber cement, which really stinks and it's really messy.
Yes,
And I don't
very.
know how they do it. And other people use glue sticks, and everyone's got their own way of adhering them to the paper.
Do
I
you
like
use,
the spray because it's quick.
Spray 77 or something like that.
I don't know what that is.
Oh.
77.
It's a-
I use Elmer spray. Yeah,
Elmer spray.
Elmer spray, which still stinks. And I
Oh,
probably have breathed in way too much of it over the years.
Well,
but
I'll buy you a respirator. How
all right,
about that?
thank you. Yeah, yeah. So when I'm spraying them at home, I open the door and I kind of walk out into
Oh,
like
yeah.
the breezeway area and spray it there. And
Yeah, definitely get some ventilation.
Yeah.
Don't wanna breathe in too many fumes.
exactly. Yes.
But
One of the hazards of being an artist, I suppose.
yes,
Yeah.
very true. Very true. All artists have their things that are a little bit more difficult about their
Yeah.
art piece. Well, awesome. So, how long have you lived in California? You
Almost
said that
11
your-
years.
Your mom is in Maine,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, I grew up in Connecticut.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What brought you here?
Well, it was partly the weather. Today, for you folks at home, it's about 85 degrees,
It's
and it's
crazy hot.
not even Valentine's Day. So yeah, growing up in New England, harsh winters would last through April, ice storms, and Yeah, and part of me misses, white Christmases and such, but
Yeah.
but not skidding off icy roads
No, black ice
into a
isn't
ditch.
fun.
No, not at all. So yeah, and it was also partly the entertainment industry too, and 'cause
Yeah.
I do a lot of stuff. So
Have you ever worked at Disney for
I have not.
silhouettes,
That would
or
be a
no?
bit of a drive. I live in North Hollywood,
Oh,
so
okay.
to go
Yeah,
down to
Anaheim's
Anaheim, yeah,
It'd be like a 2-hour.
yeah.
If traffic's
I've worked
good.
at Universal Studios, but I wasn't doing silhouettes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I like all the theme parks. They're so much fun. I feel like a kid. It's so good. I love it.
Do you have a season pass?
I actually don't yet.
Yet.
Being the key word.
Buy her a season pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But well, cool. So, did you know that this is what you wanted to do when you were a kid?
No.
Did you want to be like a fireman or like an astronaut or like a policeman?
No, I knew that I either wanted to be a performing artist, an actor, or a visual artist.
Okay.
And I've always juggled both my entire life.
Oh, cool.
So I still act in plays and I still do voiceovers occasionally for video games, and then I still paint and do illustrations and cut silhouettes. So I probably juggle way too many things in the air, but I should probably have a focus. But for the last few years, the focus has pretty much been the silhouettes.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. So do you work out of your house, or do
I
you
do.
have your own little studio? Or
Yeah, my house is my studio.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. You have your own little.
This is Los
silhouette
Angeles we're talking about. I would love to afford a separate
Right?
studio,
That'd
but
be so nice.
yes.
I have my own studio.
Yeah. So it can get a little bit cluttered with all the boxes of art supplies and frames and
Oh yeah.
all that. So
But I mean, definitely all organized in the sense that you know where this paper
Organized.
is, you know
Yeah.
where this is, you know where the frames are.
yeah,
you know where the glue is. That's all I need to know.
somewhat, I suppose.
And
yeah.
the scissors, those are important too.
I could use one of those professional organizers to come over and
Right.
yeah.
Those are always really cool.
Luckily, I mean it's paper, so I can stack it and put it in shelves and things. Yeah.
That's always a good thing.
Yeah. Yes.
But yeah, I actually had an organizer come over and help me with my wardrobe one time. I was like, this is awesome.
There you
And
go.
then I was like, I love Star Wars, so I'm gonna wear Star Wars everything all the time.
All the time.
All the
Speaking
time.
of Star Wars, you probably didn't see these because they're hiding. So here's a set that's on Etsy.
Oh my god, these are so cool. Oh my god, I turned bright red, didn't I? Yes, I did.
She did.
Oh my gosh. So we have the wonderful Saviorette, the heroine,
Mm-hmm.
right over here, with the beautiful buns in her hair.
Yeah, sure. Her
Absolutely
mother had
love
too,
that.
and she had, well, her mother. Yeah, we don't know yet.
Her mother. Wink, wink, wink.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
We also have the villain, the masked villain.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just call him that.
That's right.
That is amazing.
Thank you.
How do you, when it comes to like the dots, how do you get them placed correctly in
Yeah.
the right spot?
If it's a
Such
really
nice
like
mask.
super tiny dot, and I'll just use a pen for that.
Oh, okay.
Or like say like an eyelash breaks off when I'm pasting it, which happens, or a piece of hair, then I'll just take a little micron pen. But if it's a good size, separate piece of paper, then I typically will use a glue stick for that and just dab at the top of the glue stick and just put it on.
Oh, that's awesome.
It can be tricky though.
And then we have the messenger robot.
The messenger robot, yes.
We'll name him this.
Yeah. I also have a set from the classic film, set of films, on Etsy as well. So
I might start drooling, like I do on everything. I'm just like, oh, I love it all. I'm gonna put these back over here real quick. How cool. So, what made you decide? I kind of want to do more like character kind of things, such as different animations, different like. What made you decide that that is awesome? I mean, even though we already know that it's awesome. What made you go that direction?
well, frankly, Amanda, it's because I'm a total geek. That's why.
Yes.
No, it's
Join us.
That's right.
Join us.
Well, it just seemed that the majority of silhouette artists were doing real people, kids and grandkids, and which is fine. I do a lot of weddings and birthdays and bar mitzvahs, and it helps pay the bills. But I wanted to branch out and do more of the geeky, nerdy stuff because that's the community that I'm in, and it's taken me to cities I've never been before with the comic book convention.
Yeah.
So it's been a lot of fun. And it's also fun for people like trying to guess like which, like who are they, trying to see, pick up a profile and like try to guess who it is. So.
Out of your line of 15 cats, be like, oh, this is Muffins, this
You're
is
right.
Squeaky,
Muffins.
This is Fluff Fluff. I don't.
Fluff. Right.
I'm not the best with naming.
But I'm gonna reach in front. So, but I'll mix it up and do other things.
Oh wow.
So this is kind of a mashup piece
Oh, that's so much fun.
of old and new.
Old and new. We have Galileo down here,
That's right.
and we have
That's called That's No Moon is the title of that one.
Killer. That's no moon, because it's not a moon. It is. It's definitely
A Star of Death.
a star of death. Yes.
That's right. Yeah.
It's a station
Yeah.
in space.
hmm And then there's this one. I don't know if you know what this character is here. Well, she loves Disneyland, so I can only imagine she
Oh my gosh.
assumes she knows what that is.
Absolutely. What is this one titled?
Oh.
Exactly, right? I'm like,
Man with a box. A
Man?
top hat ghost, perhaps.
ghost. It's good. I like it.
Mm.
It fits.
Yeah.
One thing I really like about these is the fact that, if you get like the couples, such as the two skeletons over here,
Mhm.
or you get, top hat ghost over here,
Mhm.
it makes it a little bit more fun as a gift, because it's like, yes, it's wonderful if you get a profile of, your daughter, your son, your grandfather, or whatever.
Yep.
But if you get a silhouette of their favorite character, it's closer to home, I guess.
Mhm.
It's a little closer to your heart. And
Well, a lot of characters are like people's other children.
idols, other
right?
children,
Yeah.
best friends.
Mhm.
It's like, so I really like that you've branched into that, because
Thank you.
It makes it perfect for any kind of gift, or Valentine's Day. Guys, it's a girl talking here. Valentine's Day is coming up.
That's right.
Anyone that likes skeletons. But yeah, these are really great for gifts, or Christmas, if you celebrate Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa.
All
what else is in
pagan
December?
winter holidays.
Merry Christmas Hanukkah Kwanzaa, or whatever it's called. I'm failing.
Armadillo Day, or Christmas,
Yes,
the holiday
yes,
armadillo.
Armadillo Day.
Yeah. They make great gifts, and they can be personalized or not. People proposing to one another, anniversary gifts. All of the above.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, do you ever do like letters and writing in there?
If requested.
Like it says,
Yeah.
happy birthday or something in the silhouette letters.
Yeah, that can be tough. I mean, I did the Jurassic
bet.
Park logo one time, and those letters were
Oh
tough.
man, those are tough.
Yeah, well, not to mention like all the ribs of the T-Rex skeleton, and
Oh, you did the whole.
I did the whole thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
But yeah, I had one customer who had me do an ampersand,
Really?
and
Yeah.
in silhouette. So I've gotten some very unique requests over the years.
That's
yeah.
very cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
So again, guys, Jordan over here is doing a special on his silhouettes. It is, if you buy 2 of his silhouettes, you get a free David Bowie silhouette, which is right here, of the Goblin King in Labyrinth. Absolutely lovely. You can see detail all the way down to, his buttons, his sparkles, his fluffy shirt. What are those shirts called? Fluffy shirts.
Fluffy shirt?
Fluffy
Puffy
man
shirts?
Puffy shirts.
Well, I'm thinking of the Seinfeld episode, yeah.
Yes, the
Yeah.
Seinfeld episode. That's what I was thinking too.
And that's for the next 24 hours, I
Next
believe, right?
24
Yeah.
hours, guys.
Yeah.
So, I mean, look, here's 2 right here, and then you get this.
There you
So
go.
much fun.
Yeah, that could count as 2. Sure, why not?
Right? Oh,
Yeah.
that counts as 1?
No, it's
Oh,
2.
2.
Yeah, I mean, it's matted together as 1, but yeah, we can do 2. It's about the price of 2. And sometimes I do color too. So sometimes I like to throw in colored paper in there, just mix things up a little bit. Yeah.
I love them. They're so cool. Their music for Tron was just absolutely,
Yeah, it was pretty epic.
absolutely amazing. They did such a wonderful job on that. No, this right here. There we go. Does that work?
It works.
There we go. I always loved how different all of their music is.
Yeah.
And how it seems to always be ahead of the curve.
Absolutely.
You know, because they did techno for so long. And then now that everybody started doing kind of techno stuff, they've changed it up again.
Yes.
And absolutely love their stuff.
Or funk now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, cool. So what's your favorite band that you've done kind of on here?
Oh gee. I've done the Beatles.
You have?
Yeah, that's a popular one. That's on my Etsy store.
I love Beatles.
Yeah, and that comes in a 4-part frame.
Oh, nice.
What else have I done?
Is it the walking thing, or is it just
It's just their classic, suits.
Yeah.
From the Ed Sullivan Show.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, I do a lot of requests. I did Fish for someone recently.
Really?
Yeah. David Bowie, of course. Bob Dylan. Yeah, a lot of musicians. Yeah.
Yeah, you can even see his. I'm sorry, guys. I'm putting this back up here. You can even see his makeup. Oh, look at his.
Johnny Cash was easy because he's the Man in Black. So.
Oh, it's very true.
Mhm.
Very true. Well, cool. So, do you ever do like kind of like scenery kind of things, such as like mountains or like a teepee and a campfire, or
Yeah.
it's
Well, you mentioned
outer
the.
space?
Well, outer space would just be one piece of silhouette paper
A couple
with a
of
lot of
dots.
little dots. Yeah. No, I did a Silver Surfer and Galactus one, and so
Really?
that was outer space. Yeah.
Oh, that's
That was fun. So the Silver Surfer was really tiny, and that was just negative space. It wasn't paper at all. It was just
Yeah.
totally cut out.
Yeah.
And then Galactus was floating in space. But yeah, I want to do more scenery. You mentioned a teepee. I just saw The Revenant, so I'm
Yes.
planning on doing a Revenant
Oh my
piece.
gosh, that bear.
Yeah.
Guys, if you have not seen The Revenant, you have to go see it. The
Yes.
bear scene is
Pretty realistic.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing how they did it.
Yep.
I went to the VES Awards, and I think that was the one that won best overall.
Best bear.
Best.
Best bear in a movie.
I don't want to quote it, but yeah, it had a lot of high marks. That one
Yeah.
in Star Wars had a lot of high marks
Yep.
as well.
Yep.
But yeah, how cool! I always feel so inspired whenever people come on the show and have amazing like products to sell, and they're like, "Hey, here's my art. Here's a piece of me. Let me share it with you."
That's
kind
right.
of thing.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what you've done here. I mean, every single piece, you can see so much love and care has gone into all of these. I'm really blown away.
Thank you.
Really blown away.
Well, thank you.
So where do you see yourself in like 5-10 years, something like that?
Jeez.
Like
A bigger house, but again, this is LA, so
bigger
that's
house,
tough.
a dog,
That's right.
a dog walker.
I have a cat. I have a cat right now. I adopted a cat at CatCon, actually. Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
the cat's name?
His name is Sir Percival, or Percy for short.
That is amazing. Yeah, like I said, my naming skills are a little weird.
Do you have a dog?
I actually do not have a dog anymore, but there is a, what is it called? Oh my gosh, it's not an armadillo, it's a possum. There is a possum that lives in our parking garage.
And you feed the
And
possum?
No, but I've named him, and his name is Rutherford.
That's a great name.
Isn't that great?
It's like Rutherford B. Hayes,
Yes, yeah.
the presidential possum.
Yes.
Mm.
And he struts around, and he sits on top of the no trespassing sign and watches all the cars, and it's awesome.
Did you see that video that was on Facebook a few days ago of this baby possum that befriended a dog?
What?
And its whole life it would ride around on the dog's back. It's pretty adorable. Yeah, yeah.
I'm just gonna coo over here. 'Cause it's so adorable. How fun.
Well, I might have some other animals in here.
Oh, really? Yay, animals.
I don't think I've ever done a possum silhouette, but I've done hamsters and parakeets.
Wow, you have so many in here. Here, can we turn this to the...
Here's a bird, and here's 3 cats and a unicorn.
And a unicorn! Guys, there's a unicorn. What? What is happening?
Yeah, that one was very elusive.
Here. Oh my gosh, right there. Look. I love the unicorn. Oh, and the kitties, their backs are to us. That's so cute. Especially the...
They're all looking up at the bird, actually.
Oh, they're looking at the bird.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm looking at this opposite on the screen. But wow, you have so many.
So these are just duplicates that I guess people didn't want, or just ones that I did. This person worked at a zoo
And a dinosaur.
and wanted to be done with a monkey and a dinosaur, and who am I to say no?
That is fantastic. And this guy has a fez.
Yeah, I think
Fez.
this is the guy that might sell the fezzes at the conventions.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, he's so cool. He has all kinds of fez or different themed fezzes. Oh my gosh.
I was at a Halloween party. She was dressed as the bride.
Oh, that's beautiful. These are so wonderful. I mean,
Thanks.
look, he even does all the way down to glasses. Glasses, the headband. I mean, these are such tiny details. And it's like, the closer you get, the more in touch you feel with Jordan himself as the artist. This is beautiful. Sorry, I keep going over that, but
Well, glasses are important. A lot of
really
people
great.
sit down and they want to take them off. And I say, well, do you normally wear them? And they say, yes. I said, well, keep them on.
yeah, because
Because
that's
if people that's how people normally see you.
yeah, they recognize you with that. Oh, yay!
Renaissance Fair, I used to do them
Renaissance Fair.
there, yeah.
Yay. Wow, these are really really mind blowing.
Thanks.
Wait. So, question. Can you do a demonstration?
I didn't, that's one thing I didn't think to bring. I brought scissors just to show you what my scissors look like, but I didn't bring blank paper.
Well, we're just
so
gonna have to do that next time, huh?
I guess we are, yeah. I know, because you can't take my word for it. Like, this guy doesn't cut them.
He's like, oh,
I need
it's
proof.
Just a printing press.
That's right.
Brr.
No.
No, that's really cool. I like how tiny these scissors are. I mean,
Yeah, they're
that's
basically like surgical scissors. They're very sharp and precise.
like an inch.
Yeah.
Very very tiny. And it definitely gives you precision
Yes.
in the direction and angle of the paper that you want to cut,
Exactly.
which is cool.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, they're like cuticle scissors. You can do the nails with them. Yep.
He doesn't use the same ones for the paper.
No, no.
He's definitely not. No. But, well, okay, so guys, Jordan is doing a special on his silhouettes. They are, if you buy two, you get a free David Bowie, the Goblin King silhouette. Very, very beautiful, very intricate. It goes all the way down to his sparkles. You can see his mascara, his eyeshadow up there, all his little strands of hair over here. Beautiful, beautiful piece right here. And I'm pretty stoked. Like I want to get a couple.
Thanks. Let me move some of these out of the way so we can see.
Wow.
So here is, you know who that is, Captain America. And then in front we've got the three witches from Hocus Pocus.
Oh my gosh. One of my friends,
Chrissy.
Lauren, Christy, and
Yes.
Amanda.
Yeah.
All Lauren Matesic, Chrissy Lane Kyle, and Amanda Schaefer. They do the amazing cosplay of the three Sanderson sisters. Sanderson
Yes. Yep.
sisters. Yeah.
And doesn't Mac do the zombie? No. Who's the zombie boy?
Oh, is it Billy Bones?
Yeah. Thought I knew who did that.
It's Chrissy's boyfriend.
Oh, it is? All right.
Oh my gosh,
Well, this is like an inside
I have
joke.
forgotten my name before, so I feel so not cool right
It's
now.
all right.
I feel not cool. But yeah, oh my gosh.
And this
so
is
you
a
have
good
more
one.
hidden back here.
This is a good one for Valentine's Day as well.
Oh my gosh.
Or
guys.
Halloween.
Oh, how cute. If you guys are fans of the monsters, here are some beautiful ones. It looks like she's actually there with her hair. It's just, man, this is awesome. Absolutely, absolutely awesome. And Frankenstein, you can see his bolt. You can see like some of his stitching. That's fantastic. Oh, cool. So, how much do these run approximately?
So the
How do you
individual
price
prints, like Bubba Fett here, he would run 10. And it comes in a nice mat.
Oh,
Mr.
Hunter.
Mr. Bounty Hunter.
Mr. Bounty Hunter.
Mr. Space Hunter of the bountiness. Yes. Mr. being digested over 10,000 years.
Yes, after 10,000
Right.
years.
So yeah, that would be 10. And if you want it in an oval frame, it's only 25 altogether.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then for custom ones, like of your pet or your child, that starts at 25 and goes up from there,
Oh, cool.
depending on the size and the complexity and how much color.
Cool.
Yeah.
So here's a question.
Mm-hmm.
I'm peeking on the back of the paper, and I see that there are little drawing
Yeah.
marks. Do you
I give
usually
myself
draw them
I give
first?
myself a guiguiline first.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. It gives them a little bit of a. Can I show them?
Sure,
that?
yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna. I don't know if you guys can see that right here. Little sketches on the back, which is really cool because
Yeah.
it's kind of like giving yourself a guide and making sure that things don't end up in the wrong place, like a
Right.
nose on your forehead or your ears, if you have outlines of ears.
I can do it
your
without the
neck.
sketch, but I've only been doing it for about 3 or 4 years, so eventually I want to skip the sketch phase altogether. But
Oh, nice.
when you're doing like complex characters like Thanos or Apocalypse, it's to just freehand cut that is pretty tough.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, definitely.
yeah.
Definitely. And especially with all the different little lines and stuff, it's like you want to make sure that you have
Right.
specific pieces
Right.
like in there, like David Bowie's shirt. You kind of need to know where exactly you're cutting before you just start ripping into the paper.
Yep.
But his name's Michael. Michael Huffman. There we go.
There you go.
I remembered it. I'm so bad with names. but well, cool. So,
Cool.
what is your favorite? I always ask this question. What is your favorite thing about doing silhouettes in general? Is it the people's look on their faces when they get it? Is it their little kind of uncomfortableness as you're doing it?
Yeah.
Is it their surprise? Is
Yeah.
it the actual making of the silhouette? What's your favorite part?
Yeah, I would say all of the above. I like it when people watch and they like watching and then seeing how the whole process and how the final product comes out. I also like kind of standing apart from other artists that like use a lot of color, which is great. But
Which is great, yeah.
the silhouettes are pretty simple and classy in the respect that they are just black and white and they are just the profile, the shadow or the shade is what they used to be called of the subject. So, and again, the people that come up and they try to guess who each one is, and yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That's fun. So at your booths at one of like the conventions, you just have a whole spread of different types.
It's pretty big, yeah. It started out as just like a box, and then it was like a rack, and now it's like like bleachers. So, and like I used to have like a spinning rack, and yeah, I'm always trying to like rearrange it so it works well. 'Cause sometimes you only get like a 6-foot table.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
You get small.
Yeah.
I mean, even at Comic-Con, they start doing half tables now.
Yeah.
Well, they've been doing that actually for a while.
Yeah,
haven't they?
can't do that. But I will have a big 10x10 booth up at the Silicon Valley Comic-Con,
Oh really?
which used to be called Big Wow. Now it's Silicon Valley Comic-Con. Steve Wozniak purchased it.
Is it this weekend? No, it's
No,
next.
it's in March, and
March,
it's the weekend before WonderCon. Ooh, yeah. So
Nice.
2 back-to-back big shows.
Back to back. That's when you know things are hopping. It's when
That's right.
conventions are like.
Yeah. Yeah. January is typically the off season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
December,
January into
January.
February, and then March. It's just
It's just
crazy.
like-
Yeah.
Like it's March Madness with basketball.
Yeah.
There's conventions galore. I mean.
Yeah. St. Patrick's
I mean,
Day.
I have my dentist appointment. I mean, it's just like I'm just busy. I'm packed. I'm sorry. But I'll say so, guys. Again, today Jordan over here is doing a wonderful deal on if you get 2 different silhouettes or 2 of the same. You get 2 silhouettes, no matter what they are. You get a free David Bowie as the Goblin King in Labyrinth silhouette, which is super freaking fantastic. Can't even. Oh my god, I can't even.
And I didn't bring it with me, but I've done all the characters from the Labyrinth. So I've done Sarah and Hoggle and Ludo and all your favorite characters. David Bowie is obviously the lead.
Yeah.
And he's who people remember the most. But yeah, so at LOJ, I sometimes will have that set of the whole cast. Yeah.
Nice. Have you done the Bog of Eternal Stench?
I don't know how I do that one. Just a lot of bubbles and
Just a lot of bubbles and like
steam, right.
blobs. I have
Right.
no idea.
yeah, boulders. Yeah.
So, can people follow you on like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram? What is
All
your
the above.
name on those?
Yes. Yeah, I'm really bad with Twitter.
Okay.
But I am on Twitter. I think it's Sills by Jord or Jordan. Yeah, SILS by first part of my name, I think. And I try to check that, more frequently than I am. I am on Instagram quite a bit. It's just J Monsell, so JMONSELL
Okay.
at J Monsell. Facebook, I think it's up there. Yeah,
Facebook
just
is
Silhouettes by Jordan.
Right over.
And Etsy is the same name, Silhouettes by Jordan.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So, how long have you been selling on Etsy?
Good question. At least a year.
A year?
Yeah, maybe a year and a half.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, I always love browsing Etsy because you find all kinds of cool things.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like you find, when you start talking to people, you find friends that have amazing talents that you're just like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize you're the silhouette guy that everybody's been talking about. So yeah.
I should also point out that if you live in the Los Angeles area, my silhouettes are in a couple of stores that you might want to go and check out because they're really fun places to shop. One of them is Whimsic Alley, which is on Wilshire Boulevard. It's a really cool fandom shop that has a lot of BBC stuff like Doctor Who and Harry Potter, Downton Abbey, Game of Thrones. So that's Wilshire and like La Brea. And then in Burbank, I'm in Geeky Tees, which is on Main Street, which is Donna's store. I'm in Bearded Lady Vintage and Oddities.
Oh my God, I love it.
Which was recently named by LA Weekly as the best vintage store.
Really?
And that's a neat store. That's on Magnolia. Yeah, Magnolia Boulevard in Burbank. I'm also in, the silhouettes are often hanging up at Steampunk Coffee Bar and Kitchen,
I've been there.
which is in Valley Village.
You guys should totally check that place out. It's so good.
Yeah.
So good. Well,
Yeah.
cool. So this guy's like legit. Guys, these are some really amazing, amazing pieces. I'm just going to keep holding all these cool things up because I love every single one of these. And it's really hard for me to even pick a favorite. So picking two, I'd probably pick like 7. I'd be like, oh, I want all of them.
Well, who are your like top favorite characters? Because I know you cosplay.
Yeah.
So who do you? And I'll tell you if I've ever already done them.
So I have done Black Widow.
Yep, done her. Movie version, I've done Scarlett Johansson.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So I've done her. Do you know Cerise?
From?
She's an X-Men. She's in the Excalibur comics. I'm the girl that cosplays Cerise. I'm the only one that ever has, to my knowledge.
I haven't done her, but I have done, if you go to Hero Complex Gallery, which is down in Culver City, and they're also, they have a website, Hero Complex Gallery. They sell an X-Men poster that I did, which is X-Men A to Z. It's the alphabet of X-Men, starting with Angel, and then Beast, Cyclops, and all the way through X.
I really hope Z is
or Z. I forgot who Z was. Yeah.
Cyclops.
X is Xavier. Yeah.
Yeah. X
Yeah.
is Xavier.
So yeah, and I had one, and it's in the car, so I forgot to bring it in. Sorry, folks. But
Next time.
yeah,
Next time, right?
yeah, next time. But they can still get that at Hero Complex Gallery.
Oh,
Yep.
cool. And those are all in silhouettes as well, right?
They are all in silhouettes. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And there's a variant version, which is really cool, which is kind of silvery on a blue background. Yeah, which works really well for Iceman, because it's just white. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That is awesome. So, do you not do a whole lot of? I mean, I know that you said that you really like the black and white, and that's exactly what a silhouette is, black and white. But do you just every once in a while put splashes of color in?
I do.
Or is it just?
Yeah.
Is it? Does someone have to like specifically ask for it, or is it just kind of like, well, I'm going to make his little top things orange or purple or neon green or something?
I mean, yeah, I might take artistic license from time to time, but typically they'll let me know if like, oh, this is a clown and his nose is red, so if you could use red paper for the nose, that'd be great.
Oh, that's
Or like the Joker smile or something like that. Or like the Ninja Turtles, when I did that, their bands were all different colors, but yeah,
Raphael.
yeah. So if I do it, it's just hinting at it. Because if I did colored paper, which doesn't come in thin pieces like the silhouette, so it's harder to cut.
Oh, it doesn't.
So when I get the colored sheets, I have to go to a place like Joann's or Michael's, and it's stiffer paper, which is harder on the scissors.
Oh, so do you have to use different scissors, or do you use the same ones? Because I would
pretty
think
much-
they would get dull a lot faster.
Yeah. I have lots of different pairs of scissors, but yeah. So typically the silhouette paper doesn't really come in colors other than black. So yeah. So if I do color, it's just a little hint of it. Yeah.
Nice. Cool. I love your stuff. Absolutely
Thank you.
love it. And I mean,
Thank you for having me
the
on.
sheer talent of this is just, wow.
Oh, so they probably have this at Whimsic Alley.
Yes. I think I have seen that there.
Yeah.
With all three of the characters.
Yeah.
The leads. Have you done a whole set of this movie?
If it's not on Etsy, I should probably put it on. Right.
How many?
I do have a Snape.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, the late Alan Rickman. Yeah.
Alan Rickman.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
rest in peace.
And Dumbledore and Dobby and yeah.
Oh, Toby.
Dobby.
But yeah, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. I don't remember.
That's all right.
Yeah.
I think we covered
I'm
most of
human.
it.
I sometimes do that. But so you said that you haven't done a whole thing of these, like the whole cast.
I've done a lot of the characters. I don't know if I've put them all together and put them up on Etsy yet, but I can. But just send me a message if there's a particular character you're looking for. Like I know I've done several of the characters, but yeah.
So how many silhouettes do you think you have online about?
Oh,
Different ones.
I would say at least 30, 30 or more. Yeah.
Nice. And then you can get anything custom, which is
Exactly. Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. Well, I'll let you know if you send me a message and you say, "Have you done such and such character?" I can easily let you know, yes, I have it, and I can send it to you, or no, I have to cut it, custom for you, and we could talk about size and if you want color. And,
How long does it take to let's say do the Goblin King? How long does that take about?
Typically, most silhouettes take me about 5 minutes if it's like someone who just sits down for a silhouette, 5 minutes or less. But for something that I'm doing at home, and obviously David Bowie didn't sit for me, and so I don't feel rushed.
Yeah.
Then I'll spend more time on it. So maybe like 15 minutes or so for all the detail.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, you can see the time that went into this. It's incredible that this isn't an inking, that this is actually paper on here. And guys, this is so cool. Absolutely love it.
Thank you.
So Jordan is doing a special tonight, guys, for the next 24 hours. If you get 2 silhouettes, no matter what they are, 2 different silhouettes, 2 or the same silhouettes, you can get a free David Bowie as the Goblin King in Labyrinth silhouette, which everybody loves, and everybody is going to miss David Bowie so much. When you said you were gonna do that, I was just like, it's like perfect.
Yeah.
Absolutely perfect.
And then like a week after his death, they announced they're going to reboot the Labyrinth, which, well, if it's not a remake, if they're doing a completely new story, it would be interesting if they bring on like Mick Jagger or like another music legend, right?
Yeah, but it's like I think that they could do a good job, but Bowie's always gonna.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's always gonna have.
He is that
thing,
movie. Right.
All us girls like that thing. But well, cool. So, where exactly are you located? You're located in the Valley. Is that what you said?
Yeah, Valley Village, where Steampunk Coffee is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is kind of like the Bermuda Triangle in a way. People are like, "Where is that?" It's if you ever seen the Sarah Silverman show, that's where it took
Yes.
place.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's kind of north of Studio City and a little bit west of North Hollywood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, definitely. I mean, still definitely very close to.
Yeah.
Like downtown and.
Yeah.
But
But I ship all over the world.
oh, that's
Just
awesome.
sent one to Australia last week.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. So, guys, he ships internationally, which is awesome. You get these amazing silhouettes for, what is it, ranging from, what was it, 15?
Yeah, like 25 and up. Yeah.
15, 25 and up. If you get one of the frames,
Yeah.
those
Well,
are,
yeah. Well, these would be 10.
yeah,
Yeah.
these would be 10.
Yeah. So 25
Ones
for
with
an
the
original.
frames.
Yeah.
Those are 25. And how about a bigger frame like this?
Yeah. So something like this would be would run around 50, 55. If there's 4 in a frame like the Beatles or the Munsters, that would be around 60 or 65.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, these are perfect for gifts or you know, surprises or kind of anything. I mean, even if you can't figure out what you want to get your sweetheart for Valentine's, guys, this is a cool gift.
That's right.
It's better than like a box of chocolates and roses.
Not a lot of time left, too.
Kind of overdone. But yeah, so you
gotta
guys
get those orders in.
Get your orders in. These are awesome. You guys should definitely go onto his Etsy site, which is about right here, over here. You guys definitely check it out. You got to check him out on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram and Facebook a lot more.
Yeah. I'm not on Periscope yet. I don't know.
Oh,
There's so many new apps that I'm.
So good on Periscope.
Yeah.
So much fun.
Snapchat, all those.
Snapchat's cool.
I can't keep up.
Snapchat's cool. I like Periscope a little bit better though.
Yeah.
It's you can constantly replay the feed if you want.
Is it just video? It's like short video?
It's like a live feed
Okay.
of your life, you know, and you're periscoping and you're like, hey, what's up? It's me and Jordan and we're at XSN. You guys come check us out.
Yeah.
So
It's a live feed of a live feed.
A live feed of a live feed.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah. Whoa, Inception.
What's happening? Ah. That's cool. So, yeah, guys, check these out. Get your orders in. Get a free Bowie silhouette, which is amazing. Thank you guys so much for checking us out. You guys,
Thank you.
check them out. Again, I'm Amanda Franchini. This is Jordan Monsell.
Thanks.
We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
welcome back to XSN, your shopping network, live in Hollywood, California, in Meltdown Comics. I am your host, Amanda Franchini, and today we are joined with a wonderful woman from Hero Forge, Margaret Dost.
Yep.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me here.
So I have heard so much about you guys. People have been raving about this
Oh,
stuff.
awesome. Yay.
That I had to have you come on.
Awesome. I'm happy to
Super
be
duper cool.
here.
So, what exactly does Hero Forge do? Because she's the expert, and
So Hero Forge is a website you can go to design a character for your, say, role-playing games such as like Dungeons and Dragons, Shadowrun, Pathfinder. You design your character there. It works like just any other video games character creator where you pick your weapons, armor, whatnot, and if you decide that you like your character, you can have it 3D printed. And that is something we will send to you in the mail.
So it's actually truly 3D printed.
Correct, yeah.
So you guys use a special software, is that correct? Is it Rhino or?
Oh yes, well I'm the 3D modeler for Hero Forge,
okay.
and the primary 3D software package that we use is Maya.
Maya, oh Maya's great.
Yeah.
Maya's so great.
It's a wonderful package. For some organic work, I do use ZBrush as well.
Mm-hmm.
But basically everything passes through Maya, and then the website itself then runs through WebGL, which is something that we wrote ourselves.
Mm-hmm. And then when you have the actual file, you send it off to the 3D printer company, and then they make this, and then they ship it to.
This ships directly to the person who bought it.
Nice. So we have quite a few different types of material here, I can see, just from looking at it. They look fantastic.
Thank you.
So this is actually cast out of iron.
Well, cast is maybe not the correct term.
Okay.
This one is actually printed. It's a steel. Technically, it's a steel bronze alloy.
Okay.
And this is one of our metal offerings here, and it is actually 3D printed. It's a kind of a powder that is formed together and bound up with bronze.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that they could 3D print metal.
It was a wonderful surprise for us as well.
So cool. And like, I mean, this
He's heavy.
actually really is heavy, guys. This is like legit. I like it.
I really like the 3-inch in that.
And this is
He's the same material.
Same guy. And
Yeah.
Same material. It's cool. I'm gonna put that on the.
Yeah.
Can people
really
stop
great.
committing crimes? Exactly. Don't they know we're doing? This is Hollywood.
This is really great piece because I mean you have the line and accuracy of the sword. I mean his feather top, the wings on his head are amazing, and his face shield. You see the slats in the face shield. Even on that small one you can see it.
The detail is quite good. The steel is not our highest detail offering. I'd say that is a race between our resin material here and then our bronze.
So there are definitely different 3D printers for resin, bronze,
Right.
steel.
Each we have 4 material offerings. Each of them would be on a different printer.
Okay. How long would you say that it would take a small one like this versus a large one like this?
These would all typically get printed on the same tray, so right around the same amount of time. The manufacturer does basically a whole big tray of these at once.
Oh,
so
nice.
I don't think there's a big difference between time.
Cool. So is it like 5 minutes or like?
Oh
5
no,
days?
no, maybe not 5 days, but definitely about a day's worth of printing,
Yeah.
I would say.
Because I mean, it definitely. You can see that there really isn't a whole lot of. There aren't like lines on it like you would get on the I guess older 3D printers.
Yeah,
that
different processes.
just like
yeah.
a string or a spool and it goes around in like circles or whatever. This actually looks really great. And is this one cleaned up?
Yes, he's been had a little bit of polishing done to him. The manufacturer does that for us. But yeah, this particular printing process, which is called SLS, doesn't really show too much in the way of lines. So it's really nice, especially even at the smaller size. This one's she's nice and smooth.
She's so cute.
Oh yeah, we got little tieflings here. Yeah, the design your little
Cute little
character.
tail. Put her over there.
Yeah.
Cute. So cute. So, like, what is the difference between, like, some people might not know that there's a difference between, you know, plastic, ABS, you know,
Sure.
these different types of materials. What is the difference between the different types of plastic?
Well, I can run down the group of them there.
Okay.
So let's see. I'll grab these two for first comparison. So we have two different kinds of plastic. This is a nylon plastic, and this one is a resin.
Okay.
The two different processes are called SLS, and this one's MJM.
Okay.
The detail on our ultra detail material, which is what we call this one, is much higher, a little bit more fragile. This one's a bit stronger but lower detail, and the surface is a little bit porous.
Okay.
And actually, I can put these two up for comparison if you like.
And they're the exact same characters, so you can see the difference in each of them.
Exactly.
How cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was noticing the one on the left was the higher detail, the
MJM.
MJM. That material has an amazing detail. Like, you can see his eyes and his nose and his little mouth. It's not just like a blank face. It has character, and you can see if he's smiling or angry or. That's really awesome, especially when you have a whole, you know, board game going on, or, you know, like, you have so many different little characters out there, and you can see what each of them is thinking or feeling. It's like.
It's yeah, I really enjoyed sculpting the expressions for these guys, and I'm so happy that that actually comes through in the prints. As definitely, like, I'm up there close every day with working with the models on the computer, and then seeing them, like, that's not wasted effort is really rewarding.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing about, you know, being a 3D modeler?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so
Is the zen you get into when you're like making all the lines look amazing and stuff?
yeah, I mean,
sending off the product
they're really rewarding finished products. Just, you know, sometimes the process is just really kind of, zen is a good word for it. And I just love getting in there and making things. So it's just what I do.
That's awesome. These look fantastic. Really, they do.
Thank you.
And so this shinier, this one's heavy too. Wow.
Yeah. So that is
What
bronze.
is this? This is bronze.
It is a solid bronze, and this one is molded from a 3D print, but is actually a cast material.
Okay, so this one's cast. Okay. Okay. I was just like,
Yeah.
maybe I didn't use the right word. For
No, you were
in certain respect.
close enough for here. So this guy, so they basically print out a wax. Let me grab these guys. It's a very old casting method of printing out a wax figure and then doing a cast off of that.
Okay.
And then it preserves so much detail and is very durable, and it's also got a very nice smooth surface, which a lot of mini painters would really love because it's hand polished by the manufacturers.
Yeah, that looks so beautiful, especially with all the shine on it. It's really, really nice.
Yeah, I'm fond of that one too.
So I see that you do have a couple that are actually painted over here.
Yes.
Do you guys does your manufacturing company do painting, or do they send it off to paint?
So we sent these to a pro painting shop because we wanted to have somebody who's experienced with this take a crack at it.
Yeah. You can see his eyes.
You can, yeah. Some people are impressively good with a little brush because I can't get the eyeballs in there, but some people can. But yeah, these are definitely all paintable. The most paintable, I'd say, is our ultra detail material, which is this one is that same material, but he hasn't been primed yet.
Oh, okay.
This is what he would look like, is a clear resin.
Before
Right,
paint.
and I can put him up there as well.
And so people can order them painted or non-painted, correct?
No painting
No
right
painters,
now.
okay. No paintings.
Color is something that's not quite on our horizon just yet.
Okay.
We're doing research into it, but the technology for printing it is not quite there just yet.
Well, that's good to know. You know, that's really awesome. I'm super stoked with how far 3D printing has come.
Me as well.
Even just the past 2 years. I mean, it's gone from, you know, if that makes sense. That's my scale, is sound, guys. It's a good scale. But cool. Do you want to put one of these little guys?
Oh
over
yeah,
there?
sure.
Guys, check out the eyes on the guy that has the axe. He is absolutely amazing. And what would this guy be? He'd be like a little bandit.
Yeah,
Right?
little rogue.
He'd be our rubber. in the Hobbit world, he'd be our rubber. So he's really cute.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's like you have to have this tiny itty bitty brush, and this is an amazing artistry here. I feel kind of humbled. Humbled. Yeah, he's being chased. There you go.
It is the slowest. Okay, I know he's stalking him. He's a little. He's gonna backstab him.
There you go. Oh.
There.
Oh. The guy can't see him, like
No.
John Cena. You can't see him. You can't see me. Well, cool. So, okay, how much do these kind of range in price?
It's going to entirely depend on the material and the scale.
Okay.
So we have 3 scale offerings here. Do. So there we go. So these would be our 3 scale offerings. We've got our 30 millimeter, then our 2x scale, and our 4x scale. And then it's going to go by material. Let's see. Okay, so strong plastic, ultra detail, steel, bronze. Okay, so at 30 millimeters, the strong plastic would be $14.99.
Okay.
And then the ultra detail would be $24.99. The steel would be $34.99, and the bronze would be $99.
And so when it goes up into the different scales, I mean, obviously price definitely does increase.
Correct.
But just because of how much material you're using, how much time it takes to make each product. Let's say if we wanted this scale, but in, let's say, bronze.
Well, unfortunately, we don't offer that.
Oh, okay.
Actually, he would be a little prohibitively expensive.
I was going to say, they're going to be very, very heavy to pick up.
That would be an heirloom that you hand down through your generations, but unfortunately, we don't offer that.
Oh, okay.
This is the largest metal that we offer right now, the steel, and this guy would be 200.
Okay.
Then, let's see, these are the other 2 scales that we offer. So the 2x and the 4x are both offered in nylon.
Okay.
These guys would be, let's see, $59.99 and $220.
Well, I really like these just because of, like we were talking about a second ago, how detailed they are.
Yeah.
And it's like you are definitely with each material, you're definitely getting like definitely a lot of positives and just a few, like a different negative with each one. Such as this one's really heavy, so you don't want to throw it at someone.
But he would survive that.
He would survive it, but it would hurt.
Yes.
So maybe not in the slingshot. This little girl over here, you know, she'd be easier to paint. Is that correct? Or no, she's the more porous one.
She is more porous.
Okay.
I have had luck painting these ones though. If you do first a coat of varnish, that prevents the paint from sinking in. But the rougher material and the lower detail makes them not quite as ideal for painting.
Yeah, the smoother one. Sorry, the smoother one would be easier to paint.
Yes, the ultra detail would be the ideal painting one. And we've seen some really impressive paint jobs from some pro painters here. And we've got a whole bunch of them up on our Facebook. Some people are just so talented, it's amazing.
Yeah, the talent that goes into this. I mean, I can't. How long would it take you to model, you know, just one figure in general? One with a tail, because that definitely gives you a little bit more.
So what are we talking? Like the parts of it, or
in Maya,
in Maya?
like starting from scratch.
It's entirely. Depends on specifications and what you're looking for in a model. So let's say, so we're asking about like if I were to do something like this custom for a person.
Yeah. I know that the detail that goes into this, it is a few hours, right?
Oh yes,
Quite a few
it would
hours that
take
go into
me.
this.
It would definitely take me some time to put together a character like this. At least 4 hours, but it wouldn't have the flexibility and versatility.
Of one that you've spent like more
Right.
time on. Well, that's awesome. But I mean, you can see the love and care that you guys have put into each one of these little figures. I mean, like the little axes, and this guy has a man bun.
He does, yeah.
He's got a man bun. Everybody loves man buns. Can you guys see that right there? That is the.
Would you like
my
me to put
gosh.
him up there?
We all, ladies, we love man buns, don't we? Ladies, you see that little man bun right there? He is cute. I like that. How
Good.
cool. So what got you into 3D modeling?
Oh boy, that goes way back.
What was your motivation? Was it like stuff in video games, or was it like your
That is where I started.
friends that like this, or-
I started in the industry working on video games.
Mm-hmm.
I went to school for computer animation as well.
Oh, cool.
If I had to go back to why I wanted to do this in the first place, I would probably go back to Jurassic Park. Yeah. I was just watching it the other day. It still holds up. It's
Yeah,
still
it does.
wonderful.
Absolutely does. And I have to say that I have had many nightmares of being in a kitchen with a couple raptors.
Oh, you
But it
too.
did its job. It definitely did its job of scaring the pants off of me. But it's amazing. I actually watched it a few months back again, and I was just like, God, they look so real. It just looks so good. Very, very impressive. So Jurassic Park is what got you in there.
All the behind the scenes and the making of, and just the ability to bring things to life, just really appeals to me. And then now going back and looking at like some of the more of the making up videos, like sculpting the actual T-Rex. They sculpted it life size. Like these guys are
One-to-one,
amazing.
guys. 1-to-1 life size Jurassic Park. I've seen some of the eyes that the Stan Winston School has a couple of the dinosaur eyes in this big glass box, and I was like, oh. And yeah, they're still pretty terrifying, even when they're not in skulls.
They can still watch you.
It still looks like you're being watched. A little uneasy. Pretty cool though. But awesome. So, do you play any games that
Would
like,
use.
this is your particular character that you absolutely love? That
I've played some. I've played some role-playing tabletop games. It's a little hard to get a group together consistently to play a game. But I mean, I've played Dungeons and Dragons, and yeah, some others as well.
nice. Yeah, I always love tabletop games. It's so much fun. You know, video games are still really great too.
They are.
That's where you get your excess energy and anger out. Just like die, kind of, right?
And you know, some days at the end of a long day at work, you maybe need that. But yeah.
Absolutely. Well, cool. So, how long has Hero Forge been around?
Let's see. We launched. I guess we've been around for over a year now.
Oh, nice.
We started from a Kickstarter in January of 2014, I think. And we've launched, and we've got our own office now. We feel like a legitimate business here.
That's awesome. So it's not ran out of your guys' house?
Not
or like
anymore.
Just like a shed or something.
Well, there was
Like
a while.
It's like a legit office, though, right?
Yes, yeah, now it is.
We are legit business people. How fun.
Yeah.
Well, cool. So how did you meet the people that started Hero Forge in general? Like, were you just like, hey guys, let's do this amazing cool thing that we've always wanted. We want to customize our own little pieces. You know, why don't we just do it? Was it kind of like that, or was it just like, hey?
Well, it's not entirely. It's not too far off. I was actually already friends with the people who started Hero Forge,
Okay.
and I kind of overheard them talking one day about they had this idea that had to do with customizing miniatures and 3D printing, and I came up to them and was like, "Hey guys, this is something that I do."
Yeah.
So I had some experience with 3D printing up to that point, and I've been doing 3D modeling for something like 7 years at that point.
Nice.
So I ended up helping them out with Kickstarter, and then I ended up going into business with them as well. So,
Yeah, one thing I actually really like about all of these pieces are that their clothing actually looks like it's on them. You know, it
good.
doesn't look like it's flat pieces of cardboard packed on someone's back. I mean, this looks like, you know, it looks like a cape that's fluttering in the wind. I mean, I'm just, look at that. That's just so cool. I mean, yes.
I'm going to take a little bit of credit for that, for sculpting in the wrinkles, but I'm going to give the rest of the credit to our rigging artist who does all the posing for us.
Oh, cool. So you actually have a model that comes in and poses, and then you guys, do you take pictures or you take scans, or how does that work?
Well, so the way that Hero Forge works a little bit behind the scenes is you start off with just a character and you don't see them, but they're just in a T-pose.
Okay.
That character 3D model is put on a skeleton, and that character can be posed. We've got a whole collection of preset poses for users to choose from. Nice. So any character of any body type and any gender can be put in any pose.
That's so cool. Oh my gosh.
And so that includes the mounted miniatures, which are a newer addition for us as well, and including then some of our crazier items that have their own poses as well. So things like we've got a giant chainsword that whips around and that changes for every pose. Familiars are a new addition for us as well. We've started off by adding familiars held in the hand, but we're going to be adding a whole bunch more, working on it. Our next release should include a dragonling familiar and a rat, and we currently have an owl and a falcon, or hawk. Yeah, so we got...
I gotta hold myself for a second. Oh, there's a dragon.
There's gonna be a little dragon
Dragon's
link.
coming, guys. Oh my gosh, how cool.
You could be the mother of dragons if you wish.
So, yeah, that's me about everything.
Or you could just be a dragon, I suppose.
Yeah.
You could be a dragon with
be
a
down
mother
to
of
be a
dragon.
I like this little wizard guy over here too.
Yeah.
He's pretty cool. I like his staff. Are those look like crystals?
Yes, yeah. We got a couple of different staffs you can choose from, but yeah, that's kind of our wizard classic crystal staff.
And which material is this one made of?
That would be the SLS,
SLS?
nylon for
nylon,
material.
okay.
Yeah.
That is really, really beautiful.
Thank you.
You can still see his amazing face. Here, let me try and tilt it up. Oh, well,
I can put him over here, maybe,
guys.
or is it?
our TV guy's gone for a
That's
second.
okay.
But you can
We got
see
more.
you can see his eyes, like with, I don't know if the light can hit it correctly, but
It'd be easier to see it on this guy, I suppose.
it's just, I was just trying to give the detail on
Oh yeah, even at
being
the 3-inch,
such a
it
small
holds
miniature,
holds
and
up.
It looks so beautiful. I mean, and I'm gonna like play with it a little bit. I mean, this isn't. It has some flexibility, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not gonna just like break on a dime, but.
I would say with the plastics, still be reasonably careful with them.
Absolutely.
Put them in a nice little storage case. Maybe don't flip the table at the end of your game.
Table flip.
We are doing research into even more durable plastics, though. The manufacturers the bigger manufacturers out there don't really do too many other sturdy plastics yet, but we're doing some research and we're gonna let you guys know when we figure that stuff out. But if you are looking for a very durable mini, the steel is a great one for that. I could toss him across the room, he'd be fine.
And,
bronze
and
as well.
he has this tiny little sword that it's not. It's absolutely not.
I would say don't step on
Yeah,
him.
let's not step on him. but, I mean, that's just amazing.
Thanks.
And there's no like extra support or rod or anything in there, right?
No, these guys are just a solid steel piece. They come out of the printer. They don't need any support. Some people might be used to the little screws that miniatures would need that you need to clip off.
Yeah, those little screws are just like, oh man.
Well, these guys don't have that, which is kind of nice.
So you can like impress all your friends with like your pro little miniature you. Super duper cool. So okay, let's say someone is new to gaming.
Okay.
Let's say I've never played Dungeons and Dragons before. Let's just say
Sure.
that I haven't. What if I don't know what character I want? Like what kind of clothing or what kind of weapon, or do you guys have sets of like different kinds of like, these are men in armor and these are, ladies with staves and these are elves and these are dwarves?
So, kinda, yeah. You could pick from. We have certain presets available to people.
Nice. Okay, so presets.
Yeah.
Sorry, I meant to say that.
That was same word, really. But you can choose from some preset armor if you want, and you can choose from some preset body types. But you can then just go in and fiddle with the sliders for the body type as much as you want. And then just flip through the clothing until you find what you think looks good. We've got approximately 1,000 parts at this point that you can choose from, and we're always adding more. We try to shoot for monthly releases. Got some pretty cool stuff coming up in the next one. A couple new armor sets, the rat and the dragon. I'm really looking forward to those guys. Some new hairstyles. I always love doing hair, as it's very sculptural. And so I can just kind of have fun and sculpt it. We're hoping to have that out pretty soon. Yeah.
Great. Yeah, because I was looking at this girl's hair. We could maybe put her on the turntable. But it's not sticking straight down. It actually curves down her back. And
Right.
It gives it a good, organic feel. It feels like it's alive. It's a great piece right there.
Thank you.
Bring back to the little girl.
I'm definitely going to have to give credit to our rigging artist for that, Beverly Sage. She rigged the crap out of these things, and it's amazing. And I'm consistently impressed with just like how much work and effort has gone into all of that.
So you were saying you have like over 1,000 different pieces that you can work on. So you can customize your sword or your shield or your helmet.
Lots of shields, lots of swords.
So you could use the same body type, the guy just standing just like this, and he could have an axe and like a
we had somebody who ordered 2 shields the other day. Just dual wielding shields.
The 2 shields person. Yeah.
Whoever that was, he made me laugh. So thank
cool.
you.
It's like nobody's getting past them. Shield.
The wall.
Cut someone's shield. Cut with the bottom. That'd be cool. I'd go along with that.
Yeah, no, you need a tank every now and then, I guess, in your games.
Yeah, for sure. But well, cool. So do you have? I see that there's a little. So this guy's a dwarf.
Correct.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
'Cause he's much shorter than the regular men. Here, we'll set this on over there so that they can get a little bit of a.
So we have a height slider. If you can choose from the preset fantasy races that we have set up, but if you want to, you can then go into our body sliders, and there's all sorts of body measurements that you can adjust. So height is one of them. So you can go between, say, like halfling height all the way up to like giant half orc or dragonborn sort of look.
Yeah.
But even beyond that, you can adjust your shoulder width, your muscularity, your weight, hips.
This is incredible.
Boobs, booty. There is a booty slider.
There is a booty slider.
Yeah.
Guys, booty slider. Girls, booty slider. And he loves it.
Yeah.
How fun.
We certainly do.
Nice, nice. So you're making like very interestingly proportioned figures at times.
You can do whatever you want.
So cool.
Yeah.
I really appreciate like the artistry that goes into this. This is
Thank you.
seriously amazing. So, and I like that this is a pirate.
Little pirate with the
He's a
turkey
little
leg.
Pirate with the turkey leg.
Is a lady pirate? Maybe it might be a lady pirate. I can't tell.
That is a lady pirate. Do we want to put the lady
Oh,
pirate
sure,
on
let's
the
put her up
table?
there.
She's pretty cute.
Yeah, I like that one. Yeah.
I'm really impressed with the different, just the whole range that you guys can, that you guys can do and adjust in the program itself.
Yeah.
Because you can like, literally make anybody.
Pretty much, yeah.
If I wanted to dress up as the pirate lady, you could make my figure and put pirate lady clothes on. And
we could probably get pretty close, yes.
That'd be
I would say so. And we are continuing to add more parts. One of our most popular requests are things like other fantasy races, and we're doing our best to continue to add more parts to accommodate that.
Okay.
So,
do you mean like someone being like half panther, half human, or like a
we do have a kitty
centaur?
face, yeah. Centaurs are a little harder,
Centaurs are
but maybe someday. We have an ongoing list of things that we'd love to do, and many very good suggestions that we always write down from people. The more popular suggestions we try to get to quicker. Wings. I don't have any winged figures here, but we did add wings recently. Those were our #1 request.
Yeah,
And
I bet.
yeah.
I would pick wings. I put wings on all of my characters. On my pirate lady, on my little goblin guy over here.
I see what people order, and they do.
Do they really? Oh,
There's
yay.
lots of it's like every third order I'd say these days are wings.
have wings.
So I'm so happy that makes people happy. They're
And do the wings have like those fine little lines that you find in them in normal full-size wings? Like you can see the detail in them, or are they? a little
it
bit
goes
more-
down to the vein.
more
Actually
like a
similar
kind of
to that.
solid piece.
They're similar to that. Maybe a little bit of the vein sculpted in,
okay.
and a little bit of separation. And then we've got multiple kinds of wings. So we have the feather wings, and then we've got in multiple sizes. We have fairy wings and demon wings. And I'm sure we'll add different ones. I'm trying to think of what other kinds of wings there are.
Are there any characters that you have like horns or antlers?
Oh yes.
Or
Doesn't no one here have it? Oh, she's got horns.
The
The little half demon girl. She's got her horns, but we've got a whole variety of horns available for
it looks
every.
like Maleficent horns a little bit.
Yeah.
Not exactly, but it has the swoop.
Very elegant. We were trying to go for something that follows the line of the head.
Curvier's a little bit more feminine and.
Oh, he's got the same
more
ones.
Straight lines are a little bit
Yeah,
more
those are the same
masculine.
horns that somebody picked.
Oh, cool.
Uh,
that's awesome. Wow. And the tails. I mean, you can even see the little scales on this little guy's tail.
Yeah. Okay, it was really fun modeling this stuff in. So this one's kind of our more demon tail. This one's our lizardy tail. We've got a whole bunch for people to pick from.
Nice. Well, you guys should definitely go and check out Hero Forge. There is a link to their page over here. And you guys are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Correct. Yes.
Like, what are those handles that they can?
On Instagram and Twitter, they are Hero Forge Minis, and on Facebook, we are just Hero Forge.
So cool. This is amazing stuff. Honestly, every single guest that I have on here has this completely new and interesting thing that they're bringing on. It's amazing quality. Everything is just amazing. I mean, you can see the different layers and the textures. I mean, it looks like. That looks like a piece of fabric. It doesn't look like his armor does. Like his shield does not look like his little loincloth.
We do have loincloths, yes.
We do have loincloths over here.
That could be.
Ladies. or gentlemen?
We are totally, there's no restrictions for gender, so anybody can wear anything, including hair.
That's so awesome.
So the dudes can wear their chainmail bikinis, the ladies can wear all full plate mail. There's no restrictions.
Nice. So do you guys have like chainmail bikini?
We got a cloth bikini. We got a plate, something a little bit
Sort
more
of kind of
revealing.
plated.
I should make a chainmail bikini, shouldn't
Oh
I?
my gosh, that'd be so much fun.
Yeah, I got some work
so
to do.
Well, cool. So, the computer systems that you use, like, are they specific? Are they like specific types of PCs, or does it have to be like a Mac, or it has to be like a Dell or a
It really,
Gateway?
no, we just, most of our computers are PCs. I think we've got a Mac. I think we've even got a Linux machine somewhere.
Really?
I forget what that one was for. But yeah, we got a little bit of everything. Most of us are working on the PC, but it actually doesn't really matter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I know that sometimes Mac and PC can't really like go very well together at times.
Right.
It's not seamless at times. So that was, a little bit of a question for that.
Everybody's been getting along pretty well so far.
That's good. So how many people are in your company about?
Let's see. We've got about 7 people total, 4 full-time employees right now.
And you guys do all of this?
Yeah, we do.
4 people.
It's pretty. Yeah, we do a lot of work.
That's a lot of work. That is. Oh my gosh. Lots of work. Oh my gosh. It's incredible.
Oh, thank you.
So, how long did it take you guys to get like this many characters? I mean, obviously, you guys have been open for a year, but did you guys come out with all of these all at once, or did it just slowly kind of grow and be like, hey, we want little dwarves, or we want wizards? Did it slowly move like that, or was it everything?
We have been expanding and adding things as much as we can. Like, I don't believe we launched with tails, but due to popular demand, we added those as quickly as possible. We tried to hit as many of the basics that people would want to start off with. We have multiple genres that people can choose from, but fantasy was the one that we first focused on. Because it was far and away our most popular.
Yeah, definitely.
But we have other genres such as we've got sci-fi, Western, modern, East Asian, and that is it. And then the fantasy genre.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know that there are some places that they do make miniatures, but it's just sci-fi, or it's just fantasy, or you're just like, oh well, I really want my space girl to actually have a tail, or I want her to have a sword. It's just like,
right.
You aren't able to customize things as much as you can with this, because this is all you.
So
anything that you want on your little characters, you can have, which is amazing.
And the ones that make me the happiest are the ones that mix and match between them then. You can tell who the Shadowrun people are when they show up with either their sci-fi like space elf who's shooting a fireball. It's wonderful.
So wait, you do have ones that have like flames on them, or?
Who here has a flame? She has a flame.
She does.
So yeah, we are focusing on adding more spell effects as well, because that is a very popular request for people.
And the flame actually, it's not just a circle or a ball. It has the different, like, it looks like it's licking up the ball of flame.
We've also got a larger fireball as well. I don't have an example of that one here, but we're looking then to add more different kinds of spell effects as well, because I'd say the fireball is our number one most popular item.
Yeah.
Because so many spellcasters want to use that.
People love fire. Fire's fun.
It is.
A lot of things that are fun.
And you don't even have to just color it like fire. I've seen some very cool paint jobs where people colored it green. It's an amazing one where the guy painted it green and then the glow cast all over his body.
wow.
It's so good. Like, some people are just so good.
That's impressive.
Mm-hmm.
That is really, really impressive. So, talking a little bit more about the manufacturing of
Yeah.
these, it kind of looks, with just how these are,
Mm-hmm.
it kind of looks like these are ones that are they the ones that are dipped in the resin and pulled out, or is it the band that kind of goes around?
Okay, so what you're describing is the SLA material, and that is not how these guys work. So the closest to that might be this guy, because the steel, which they lay down metal powder for, and it's a very fragile model until they infuse it with bronze, and then it's this strong. Like, you can do whatever with him. This guy here, the SLS material, is a nylon powder that they basically shoot lasers into. And then at the end of it, there's just a powdery mess that they can pull a model out of. So these guys are very neat. The MJM material here is a, let's see, I believe these guys are printed, it's a resin that is UV cured.
Oh, so that's the upside down one that they pull out?
Not exactly, but it's similar. These guys would be printed in a waxy support material. So because the SLA materials, they require those screws attached to them because they need support as they're being pulled out.
Okay.
These guys have wax to support them instead. So there's no restrictions on how the pose is done, and it requires no external supports other than that material, which is washed away. And then the bronze, I don't know. They just do magic over there, is my guess.
Poof, there's your piece. I love it. Absolutely love it. These are amazing.
Thank
I
you.
like that they're so durable and that they're, you can do anything you want with them. That's what I like the most, is when it can be something that you really, really like, that it's something that you've always wanted, that you've never been able to find anywhere, and you found it. You care for it.
That is
super amazing.
That is the niche that we hope to fill for people. You can find the many that you can't find anywhere else. And people have, been very good to us here for that.
That's great. Yeah, and you were saying about possibly moving more towards like animal styles. Are you thinking like more mythical creatures, like a phoenix, or?
Oh, maybe.
Or like
I hadn't thought about phoenixes.
Like different types of.
Let's see.
Griffin or.
Well, maybe as a mounted character. What we hope to fit are the general races that a character a person might play as a character in most role-playing games. So, like cat people was a popular request, dragon people, demons, wolf people, that kind of stuff. And we've mostly been able to fill that one already. And so now we're getting into some of the more niche ones that I'm hoping to get to at some point, things like minotaurs. It would be really cool, and it is definitely requested, and I'm working on it. But we got lots of different requests and things we could do for that. So once we've filled those things that people are really looking for, we'll see where we go from there.
I like that you guys have an open mind about your product, and it's not like this is set in stone. It's more like, hey, let's form something together. This awesome creation. The customers are like who make us what we are, and we really want to work with them and make them happy and create something that they would want. So, suggestions are always very welcome, and we're going to keep working towards creating things that people would like to have. So wait, have you always lived in the Los Angeles area, or?
I have not.
No.
I've been living out here for about 7 years now.
Okay.
I'm originally from Chicago.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, so you know pizza place,
Lou Malnati's?
Yes.
Yes, I do. Was that the one I went to over Christmas break? I don't remember. But it's a meal. It's good. So
Call out to our Chicago friends out there. Go have some deep dish, amazing Chicago style pizza for me. And think of me when you're eating it. Yeah. Well, I have a friend that's in Chicago, and that was my first time ever having, legit deep dish pizza.
it's pretty intense.
I was blown away. I was blown away, and I wish that I had had like a sword and just been able to chop it up and just serve it to everybody. No. Yes, laugh, yes, please. Laugh at my lame joke. But, well, cool. So, you guys definitely check out Hero Forge on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Do you guys have a YouTube? I forgot to ask.
Oh, we do. I forgot about that. Yeah, we do. We do have some videos up there as well.
Is that just under Hero Forge? They can search that on YouTube?
Probably. I think. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Do they show like some of the products being made, or some of you guys doing Maya work? Or?
A little bit. So most of the videos are from our Kickstarter.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's when we were demoing our products, trying to appeal to people, and showing a lot of the prints that we had done. I don't think any of these guys are from that era. These are all post Kickstarter stuff. Thank you.
So nice. And it's like I'm not afraid that I'm gonna like break them. I mean, some of them have a little bit, but it's like you're not gonna be juggling these.
Yeah, and we're definitely
The goal of having
we definitely work to try to
personalized
make
figure.
them
as sturdy as possible, right?
Yeah. So make sure they have certain thickness levels. If they do happen to break, we do have a return policy. We just got it on our website here. But yeah, we do recommend you be somewhat careful with the plastics, but the metals, have a ball, knock yourself out.
Right. So cool. So cool. I just want to kind of fight them.
We can do that.
Fight them together.
Ah. Oh no!
I need a little blood squirt out here. He's like dying. Well, cool. So again, these range in prices from what's the small one again?
15.
$15.99.
Oh no, sorry. It would be $14.99.
$14.99 up to this was the most expensive.
This guy here would be our most expensive at $220.
$220.
Yeah.
So $14.99 to $220. You can get any range of size, material that they offer. And if you want something that these are actually really great gifts as well. I mean, even if you didn't play with these on one of your games, like you were saying, this could be a definite nice piece to be on a desk or on a bookshelf, or
we also offer gift cards.
Really?
Yeah, we did pretty well around Christmas time.
Yeah.
So,
and it's like you give it to your kid and they can personalize, whatever kind of character that they've been wanting or that they don't have or can't find that they want in particular.
It's very kid friendly. I've seen some very young children get this right away, understand what's going on.
That's awesome.
But going to the various cons, I've met some very old, children. No, they're adults. We are. Yeah, I am too. Am I too? But yeah, we've met all ages who love to customize miniatures. A lot of old timers from the role-playing games who used to kit bash their own figures together by cutting them apart and gluing them together. Really look at this and realize, like, oh my gosh, I can just do this all in one go now.
Yeah, I can pay someone to go make my own personal figure, and I don't have to spend hours and hours trying to find the pieces or the specific glue, or if they're made of two different materials that aren't going to stick very well. It's
right.
Like, you have one whole one right here, which is amazing. I love it. Absolutely love it. And like each of them, do you name each of yours, kind of like your own personal kind of thing? You're like, this is Tom, and this is George, and this is Bob.
I mean, you could. You can save characters on our website.
Tammy.
Is that Tammy?
I
Okay.
guess.
So this is Bob. Did we say Boris before, or was it?
Yeah, that was Boris. And this was Thoron or something.
Yeah, sure.
There we go. That's what we named them before. This is Boris. This is Thoron.
Boris the Paladin. I like him. Yeah. The you can name your own characters on the website when you save your characters there.
But like when you're doing stuff in Maya, you're like, oh, and she's
we've
gonna
been
have
naming
people here.
the animals. We've definitely been naming.
What's the name of the horse?
Oh, jeez.
Here's a question: do you have different types of horses?
Currently, we have 2. We do plan on adding more.
Clydesdale.
Oh, I'd like to at some point. I did add some feathering on his legs because I wanted him to feel a little bit like a heavier draft
More
horse.
Clydesdale, yeah.
Something sturdy for a knight to ride on. But we also have a little pony. That one I secretly call Little Sebastian.
Oh, little Sebastian. So cute. What made you come up with that name?
Parks and Rec.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yep. I was hoping she'd go there.
yeah, he's Little Sebastian. Then the other one we have right now is a wolf mount.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So other ones we're looking forward to, definitely a charger for your paladins, big armored horse, and sky's the limit beyond that. We have to go check my to-do list.
Nice, yeah. And I'm sure you guys get so many suggestions for different things to come in, such as, like different tails, different skin textures, different this, different that.
Oh yeah.
And so hopefully you get through all of them. Eventually.
Someday. The list does continue to get longer every day, so that might not physically be possible, but it's fine because I love working on this stuff, and if people keep coming up with good ideas, I'm happy to keep working on them.
Oh yeah, for sure. This is actually one of the things I seriously have always wanted. Don't forget this guy.
Yeah.
He was off by himself. He was
Oh
reading
no,
the
he
book.
was so lonely. Yeah, these guys. He can hang out with his brother there.
Yeah, this is something that I've always wanted. Is customizable miniatures for my own board games that I have, and I'm excited to see what comes up in the next
Me
couple
too.
of months. You said that you roll stuff out every.
We shoot for every month. It's not a hard date, but I described what we're looking at the next one, and then we've got things for other things that we're hoping to get out there, but approximately monthly is what we're shooting for.
That's really cool. I love that. Keep it fresh, keep it fun, keep it exciting.
I always watch for, because I can see the orders that come through, and I always watch for what is the first new part that gets ordered.
Yeah.
In the last one, it was new weapons, but before that, wings. Oh my gosh, angel wings right away. Right away. It was awesome.
I can just imagine, like the guy at the printing press, printing form, is just like, oh, everybody, stop with the wings.
Maybe. That's
Try
probably not
something
the
different.
strangest thing he's seen. I think the strangest thing I saw come through was a guy with a cooking pot on his head, wearing bunny slippers, carrying a lollipop, giant lollipop, and he's riding wolf.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that happened.
I actually really want that character.
And you can totally make it, yeah.
Yeah, I need a person with a pot on their head with the bunny slippers.
All doable. Yep.
So, well, cool. So the materials that you work in, again, are
Our
brass.
so we got. I gotcha. Here, so bronze, steel,
Steel. There we go.
nylon. The name we use on the website for this is our strong plastic material, and these guys are our ultra detail plastic.
And you can print in ultra detail this size. Is that correct?
No,
No,
This is just in the nylon. It would be prohibitively expensive. I think we priced it out once, and this guy would cost over $400. So not really.
Yeah. It's a little expensive.
Yeah.
But, it would totally, I think it would be worth it. If you're wanting that, ultimately, to give to your great-great-great-great-great-grandchildren,
If it was something you're really into, maybe send an email to customer service. Maybe we can help you out. Maybe. We'll see.
Yes.
I don't like putting words in their mouths
yeah,
too
definitely.
often.
We're not putting any words in anybody's mouth. But hopefully there is an easier and less expensive way in the future for 3D printing to use this type of material, but for less cost.
We will see. We'll let you know when we get there.
Yeah, for sure. I love how far it's come. Really, I do.
Yeah.
I've gone to Maker Faire a couple times, and it's just
Oh,
absolutely
I'm
amazing.
jealous. I want to go.
Oh, you should so go. Like, one of my friends was talking about how when she's gone to Maker Faire, like originally they were like $36,000 like 3D printers, and they're these big bulky giant things. And now you can make a 3D printer like, I mean, it's not going to be the highest quality, but you can make like a 3D printer for like $400 in your house.
It's pretty impressive. Maybe someday I'll manage to get myself one of those things.
I want one so bad. I'm just like, oh, I lost a back of an earring. Oh, I'll just 3D print it. No biggie.
Oh
3D
yeah,
print my earring.
that's pretty brilliant actually.
I think that someday that there will be some pretty serious 3D printing like things like at like Walmart or Target. You're just like, here's a 3D printer. Did you see the thing on I think it was on Facebook a couple weeks ago that they're actually doing 3D printed buildings now?
Oh, I have seen that.
Concrete.
It's impressive. Yeah.
And it's kind of like, it's like all in a line, and it just goes over the same wall over and over as it builds up. I was like, what? It's like one giant concrete piece. It was pretty cool. I'm looking forward to what happens here in the future.
Me as well. I mean, the 3D printing can do like little miniatures, and it can also do stuff as impressive as building houses or, building parts for prosthetics for people who've lost limbs.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
What was the one I loved? Somebody 3D printed a beak for an eagle.
Oh yeah.
He had broken his beak off.
The poor little guy. Yeah, and then he could actually function like a normal bird again.
It's amazing. But in the meantime, it also can create stuff like this. So I'm kind of, I'm taking advantage of it here.
This is pretty cool. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love the 3D printed hands and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. This is still really cool too. I like all of it. The fact that you can make something instead of just dream about it. That's what I'm all about. Mm-hmm. So you guys definitely follow Hero Forge on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and it's on YouTube as well. Mm-hmm. This is Margaret Dost. I'm sorry. My name is Amanda Franchini. Thanks guys for tuning in. We'll see you next time.